So I'm Lisa Fabian, and I'm the Executive Director here at Care Centre Ottawa. Care Centre Ottawa is an emergency food bank, and that really means that we're a food bank that provides service throughout the entire Ottawa region. So if you aren't able to access the food bank that's in your catchment area or closest to your home for a variety of reasons, we serve as a place where folks can come throughout the week to receive food support. So we opened our doors almost 8 years ago, and when we opened our doors, we were really just intent on helping right in our local neighborhood, helping the folks that had just recently immigrated to Canada. We had a large population of folks from Syria who had recently become our neighbors, and so we were hearing from folks in the neighborhood that there was a need for access to fresh fruits and vegetables and those sort of perishable items, and then also a real need to connect and to have community because there was a huge sense of isolation and such amongst our neighbors. So we opened our doors 8 years ago to have Marketplace, what we call Marketplace, which was really a full choice food pantry. So folks could come in, they could grab a cart, they could shop for the items that their family needed. And then at the same time, we provided our Care Cafe where people could come and have coffee and a snack and get to know their neighbors and just have a place where they could belong.
Hi, my name is Hanan Abdullah. I'm working at Care Centre Ottawa Food Bank. I have a lot of people, first they feel shy when they come. They try to turn around themselves. And I try to make it easy for them. I try to tell them about my story because it's happened. I had good life in Syria, and I didn't get. We don't have food bank in Syria, but I didn't get in this situation. But when I came here, I lost everything. So first, I used to go to the food bank. The first time for me, it was very tough, to be honest. I keep thinking where I was and where I am now. It's very hard. There is no words to explain that, to be honest. I know it's hard for them, but I told them, at least you have food bank here. At least you have place to go and ask for food, maybe temporary, 2 months, 3 months, who knows. But at least you have this. I told her there is especially in my country, in different country, they don't have food bank. They're digging in the garbage to find food. So thanks God, we have food bank to come, maybe less, maybe little. Today maybe small, tomorrow maybe big. Today you need, maybe next month you don't need. But thanks God we have this. Don't be shy. I ask them, don't be shy. All of us here to help you and support you. And one day, one of us will be in the same situation. Don't worry, we'll come here and get food. So they feel relaxed. They feel they are welcome, especially when we welcome them. And when we ask them to sit, we have coffee, tea, snack, relax, they feel, oh, okay, I don't need just like this, come and register my name and go. And everyone here, to be honest, all the volunteers, they have warm welcoming to anyone. We don't care about who's coming. It doesn't matter for us. We're looking to the people as a human, and we're here to support them, to help them as much as we can.
So when our guests are coming to the Care Centre, what we're finding is that over and over again, the stories are different, but there's themes that kind of are woven through. And most of our guests will often explain that their need to come to the food bank is really tied to much bigger issues. So things like the not having access to affordable housing. So they're having to make really hard choices about what they're using the limited funds that they have on. So once the rent is paid and once utilities are paid, often maybe they need a car to be able to get to a job or take their kids to where they need to be, paying for gas. All of those things are making the dollar not be able to stretch the way that it used to. And so our guests are really making hard choices. What do we do? And often food is the place where people are typically making those choices to have less. So people who are coming to the food bank here, we see new people all of the time, people who had never thought that they would need to use a food bank. And so beyond needing that help with food, People are often asking us to help them with other wraparound supports that can help them move towards the future their families are looking for. So here we kind of talk about it being the land in between. We're here to provide food support in the land in between. So in between where our guests currently find themselves and where our guests are hoping to be. So Care Centre Ottawa is a member agency of the Ottawa Food Bank, like many of the food banks across the city. And so when thinking about how folks might be able to help food banks, I would say get to know the food bank in your neighborhood. Reach out to them, ask them, because each food bank is unique in their needs and how neighbors surrounding that food bank might be able to help. So I would just really encourage you to reach out and find out what that specific need might look like. It could look like funding, it could look like hands that could help to separate donations and help stock shelves and help serve guests, and it could look like supporting them with skills that are unique to yourself. So the way that the community could really help is to reach out, to connect with your local food bank in your area, and come alongside them and help them to better serve and love their neighbors.